Am I, and belatedly welcome to the New Zealand Water Polo New Zealand National League match between Tauranga and Seawolf, coming to you from a sunny but cold Auckland day here at St Cuthbert's. I'm Lisa. I will be your partial commentator for this afternoon. Apologies that we've only started now. We've got 45 seconds to go in the first half. Tauranga lead 6-2. It's been a good game so far. I'll run through players and so on at the half-time break. But Seawolf in possession just now, up to Cap 7 Lucas Wilson on my near side here for Seawolf. He passes across to Zachary McAllister-Sim in Cap 3 for Seawolf, being heavily marked by Ethan Carrington. Pass comes across, attempt to Zach Gleeson, but his player Teo Boss in Cap 7 just gets ahead of him. But beautiful save by Rupert Gleitzer in Cap 1 for Seawolf. Shot came from number 12 for Tauranga, Cooper Everett. So just a couple of seconds left. I think Rupert's going to have a wee go. But Bay takes that now comfortably. All right, so once again, apologies. I was a late call up, so all organised now. All right, so for the home team, Seawolf, Cap 1 we have Rupert Gleitzer, Cap 2 Zach Gleeson, Cap 3 Zachary McAllister-Sim, Cap 4 Harry Searle, Cap 5 Ted Salmon, Cap 6 Connell Martin, Cap 7 Lucas Wilson, that was Ted saying hi, Cap 8 Tom McLean, Cap 9 George McGuinness, and in Cap 11 but out injured Callum Murphy. For Tauranga, a full squad for them. Cap 1 Bay Fountain, Cap 2 Joe Kays, Cap 3 Andras Sarai, Cap 4 Logan Gilbanks, Cap 5 Seb Houston, Cap 6 Sam Jones, Cap 7 Teo Boss, Cap 8 Ethan Carrington, Cap 9 Luke Elliott, Cap 10 Anton Sunday, Cap 11 Matt Sterling, Cap 12 Cooper Everett, and Cap 13 Griffin Hunt. So our friends at Tauranga have managed to bring a full bench down with them. The Seawolf team a little decimated, as is also an under-18 semi-final happening at the moment. So a lot of the players who might have been in this team are unfortunately playing in that semi-final, or fortunately unable to reschedule that under-18s game. All right, so going into the second half, Tauranga lead 6-2. Goals from a few different players there. Seawolf goals to Zach Gleeson, Cap 2, and Connell Martin, Cap 6. Seawolf team playing with plenty of heart. Only 2 subs. It's going to mean that I think tiredness will show towards the end of the game, but let's see. They're young and fit, in theory. All right, so in the pool for Seawolf, Cap 9 George McGuinness, Cap 8 Tom McLean, Cap 2 Zach Gleeson, Cap 3 Zachary McAllister-Sim, Cap 7 Lucas Wilson, and doing the swim off, Cap 5 Ted Salmon. In for Tauranga, doing the swim off, Cap 11 Matt Sterling. Then we've got Anton Sunday in Cap 10, Joe Kays Cap 2. Oh, shame, lost one on the swim off but lost the ball. Cap 7 Teo Boss, Cap 8 Ethan Carrington, Cap 3 Andras Sarai. Passing the ball out top now. Joe takes a shot. Joe Kays takes a shot from in line with that near post, but comes off the crossbar, bounces back, and Tauranga regain possession. A shot comes from the acute angle from Matt Sterling, but bounces off to the side of the goal. Seawolf in possession, passing the ball up to Cap 8 Tom McLean. He's being heavily pressed by Andras Sarai, who I think is from Hungary, if I'm correct. Ball back now with George McGuinness, being pressed by Ethan Carrington. Passes across to Ted Salmon. Only a few seconds left and Ted dumps. Bay with the ball, passes up the pole across on the far side with Anton in cap 10. Joe passes across to Matt, back to Anton. Anton into cap 7, Teo. Teo has a defender on him, but lovely shot, and just gets it inside this the near corner to him. Lovely goal from Teo. So the score is 7-2 to Tauranga. Just under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Seawolf in possession. Ball across on the far side, sorry. Anton pressing heavily, and the pass is forced under pressure. Comes across to Teo. Anton's got front water. This is going to be a kick out, but no, it's a goal. Sorry. So I suspect it would have been a 5 if it hadn't been a goal. So it was nice work there from Teo, stealing that ball and getting that across to Anton, who had front water all the way, and just a little burst of speed there. Seawolf with the ball, back with Zachary McAllister-Sim. He gets it across to George McGuinness. George being heavily pressured by Ethan Carrington. Gets the ball down into Zach Gleeson, but Joe Kay's long arms just pick that ball up. He skims the ball down to Anton on the far side. Defender comes across to try and stop the shot, but Anton gets the pass off to Ethan Carrington, who just taps it in. Few subs coming from both teams. We've got Connell Martin and Harry Searle both in for Seawolf, and Lucas and Ted coming out. And we've got Matt Sterling coming out for Tauranga, and Seb Houston coming in. So Harry Searle with the ball at the moment for Seawolf. He's getting a lot of... doesn't have a lot of room there. There's only 6 seconds left. Is he going to dump, or is he going to... He does a great job of getting it into Zach Gleeson, who continues to fight for it and does a great job of regaining control. Gets around Joe Kays, takes the shot, and just off Bay's fingertips, so 2 metre for Seawolf. So Seawolf ball on the 2 metre. Ball comes out to Connell. Connell being pressed, not got a lot of room. Nicely picked up there by Zachary McAllister-Sim. He gets around his player. Not much time left on the clock, but I think he's going to take a shot from out top. Here he comes, up and he goes, but directly to Bay, and Bay's all over that. Okay, ball's come back down this end. Quick shot comes from Andras Sarai. He has Tom McLean defending him, but he manages to get that ball in and around. So the score has gone up a little bit. It's now 10-2 to Tauranga. 5 minutes 11 remaining in the third quarter. So Joe Kays has come out and Logan Gilbanks has gone in. But ball coming out to Harry Searle, back to Connell Martin, who's just got a little bit of rim out top, but only 4 seconds left. He's going to dump or shoot. Lines up, it dumps. So just Tauranga just holding our back players at the halfway mark there, just stopping them from getting that ball in. When we're getting it in, we are doing some work with it. So nice work there. Seb Houston just got up really high. Pass came across to him on the near post to me, and he just made it look easy. Controlled the ball well and got it in. So 11-2, 4 minutes 38 to go. Alright, ball back with Connell Martin. He's looking for somebody to pass it to. Passes it back to goal and drives up. So the call from Bay, the Tauranga goalie, is no pass, and certainly that's happening. So Harry Searle's got a little bit of room in the middle. He's going to have a little bit of a go. Oh, nice bounce shot, but just tipped that post. So back we come. So arms up, lads. A little sea of arms there. Ball being passed around. It's with Teo on the far side now. Teo bounces it, but bounces too early and it scoots up and over the top of the goal. Ball goes out to Connell on the far side. He potters it up to Zachary McAllister-Sim, gets it to Lucas Wilson. So the call is to press. Trying to get a drive coming. Lucas takes a shot, but blocked. We're just running out of time. Flying sub coming from Tauranga. We've got Anton Sunday coming out and Cooper Everett going in. Ball on the far side with EJ. And Teo takes a shot, but he's called for defending. Pushing off, I think, his defender. So ball goes out to the far side, far wing there, into Zachary McAllister-Sim. It's being pressed by Teo. He's going to take the shot, he's outside the 6. Blocked in field by Teo. So loose ball and reset for Seawolf. Gathered up there. We've got a few who've scarpered down the far end, but keep going. So doing some movement there. We've got some really tight marking. Oh, cheeky little lob, nearly worked there, but Bay just got up to it. Clock was running down, and nobody was on. So ball's coming back down to with Teo at the far side, but it's been overcooked. Bay had too much Weet-Bix for breakfast this morning, and the ball's hit that lane rope, that far end lane rope, and gone dead. So possession has changed. Ollie, the Seawolf coach, has called a timeout. He's just going to give them a little bit of a reset. Has been a better period of play. Defence has been a little bit better, and the Tauranga team having to do a little bit of work there. A couple of those goals that they've put in have looked absolutely beautiful, but they're still looking like they're doing some work in there. So a few subs coming from Tauranga. We've got Griffin Hunt in. We've got Luke Elliott, cap 9, Griffin Hunt in cap 13. Sam Jones in cap 6. Steve Houston still in cap 5. And cap 12, Cooper Everett on the far side. And Logan Gilbanks near me. And Zach Gleeson and Harry Searle both coming out for a little rest. So setting up. Here, ball comes to George McGuinness. Got a drive coming into set from Zachary McAllister-Sim. Ball is out here with Tom McLean near me. He's looking for the pass. He passes all the way across to the side, and Connell dumps the ball. 0 seconds on the clock, and the call comes to cover. Got good cover back from the Seawolf lads. I do use the word lads here because they're all fairly young. Yeah, nice work. So, a little bit of scramble in defence there. Some good work from Tom McLean, just cleaning that ball up in front of goal. But a nice save as well. All right, so Ollie's just calling to retain possession and get the ball down. We've got a minor foul there, nicely drawn by George McGuinness. He had 3 on him there. So Connell Martin has got the ball, takes a shot, but blocked by Bay. Still good to see the young Seawolf team getting some shots off at goal and not being afraid to take those shots. The ball is passed into Sam Jones at 6, and he turns beautifully and shoots that on the near side to me. So 12-2, but a period of probably nearly 3 minutes, I would say, without a goal from Tauranga. So Seawolf will be a bit happier with that, but we really need to get some goals on the board ourselves. So just over a minute to go in this third quarter. Ball's being progressed up the pool. We're into our half, which is nice to see, our attacking half. We've got some space. Caps come off, so the refs have just asked for a cap to be put back on and tied up nice and securely. That's Ted Salmon over there in cap 5. Seawolf lads have taken a little opportunity to move around a little bit. Connell Martin with the ball out on the far side. And we've got a couple coming back on defence. So just Cooper Everett got his hands to that. A little bit of a tangle up in the middle. George McGuinness manages to keep a few players back. So that's Logan Gilbanks on the far side with the ball, looking for the pass. Gets it out top to Cooper Everett. Cooper Everett to Seb Houston, who shoots it but goes over the top. So good defence there. 16 seconds to go in the third quarter. Call is to push up, but we seem to be stopping part way. All right. Okay. And that is the end of the third quarter. So pulled up the keeper but couldn't make use of it. Just needed a little bit more movement, I think, in front of the goal there. So I do have to say, Tauranga is showing Seawolf some respect here. Joe Kays has been in every quarter. Everybody's getting some good game time, but they're certainly not just putting the younger players in, and that's always great to see. This is how clubs are going to get stronger, by getting the opportunity to play against these really high-level teams. So the Seawolf team, as we know and have been talked about on previous streams, very young team. A lot of under-18s in the team, or second-year 18s. I think our oldest player in this particular roster would be Harry Searle, who's 20. And then we've got, I think, Ted and Connell are probably the next oldest, then Lucas. So a few young'uns. Our youngest maybe Zach Gleeson, who I'm not sure if he's turned 16 yet. All right, the referee's calling for players to get back into the pool, please and thank you. Looks like we might have Connell Martin doing a swim-off for Seawolf. And number 11 again, Matt Sterling. We saw him have a very tight contest against Ted Salmon last quarter, with Tauranga coming away with it. Right, so the score is 12-2, Tauranga in the lead in the Blue Caps, playing from my right. And this is the start of quarter 4. And Connell wins the swim-off with some room to spare. Passes back to Tom. Tom back to Zachary McAllister-Sim. Back to Tom. So heavy press by Anton. Ball comes across to George McGuinness. We've got nobody in set, so we're looking for the drive, I would think. And Tom is driving beautifully. He's got front water. We're going to need to make use of that ball. Just loses control. That was looking really good. It was a nice piece of play. And good use of the full possession time. So ball is with Andrus now. Out to Anton Sunday, out top. Tom McLean right in front of him with his arm up nice and big. Joe Kays with the ball. He gets up real high, does Joe. Good work, really good work there. Nice defence from Seawolf lads. They moved quickly around and covered off those shooting options well. Shot came, but it was over the top, well over the top. So George McGuinness with the ball. Out, he's inside our half and being very heavily pressed by Andras Sari. We've got some movement coming through the middle from Connell. Pass is not quite on, but the idea was there. Good to see the drive. Bay Fountain read the play though, came out a long way, came out to almost 5 metre mark. Early shot came, saved well by Rupert. Passes back up to Zach Gleeson, who's still up top. Come on, Zach. Zach takes the shot, gets around the keeper, but just to do that, hits the far post. So a lot of up and down the pool happening here. So our defenders well back and covering nicely. Ball's down on the near side, and that was number 3, Andras Sarai. Just got past his blocker, number 9, and through as well. Nice goal. Now, if I have any of the Tauranga names wrong, my apologies. I've used the cap list that was put up on Facebook earlier today, so apologies if I'm getting it wrong or I'm pronouncing anything wrong. Okay, Seawolf in possession. Ball goes out to Tom McLean on the far side from me. He's got Ethan Carrington all over him. Nice clean press from Ethan. Harry Searle with the ball, getting a lot of pressure from Joe Kays, but he manages to get around him. He's a bit surprised, doesn't quite know what to do with the ball, takes the shot and it goes over the top. So we've got some cover back. This is good. Teo Boss with the ball, gets it into Joe. Joe manages to drop his defender. So defender came across from the far side. Joe got massive amount of movement there. Moved probably across 2 metres in front of across the face of the goal, and just freed himself up to take that pass from the side. So he's coming out for a rest. So is Teo. I think they've done a full bench swap actually. So some good work. And for Seawolf, we've got George McGuinness and Zach Gleeson coming out for a rest, and Lucas Wilson and Ted Salmon coming in. So Harry Searle with the ball near me. Got a drive coming from Ted going into set, which is great. Make it look like you mean it, Harry.